Gorilla 7 video series. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to use multiple currencies in your budget and how to globally change the currency throughout your budget. You have the ability to use different currencies within the same budget. This is useful for any production that is shooting or doing post-production work in more than one country. By default, if you don't use the currency setting at all, your number entries will be simply registered as entered. In other words, 1 will be 1 and 100 will be 100, etc. It doesn't matter what currency you are working in. However, if you will be working with multiple currencies, you should first set up your base currency before entering numbers and rates for your budget. Select the Currency button on the toolbar. By default, Gorilla is set up with the dollar as a base currency. The abbreviation for the United States dollar is USD. Let's start with that, and I will show you how to change the base currency to a different currency. By specifying a base currency, all other currencies are based on that currency. Also, the base currency is always specified with a rate of 1, which basically means 1 equals $1, as mentioned earlier. If you will be working with more than one currency, the very first thing you should do is specify your base currency. Notice there is only one entry here, which is USD, and it is the base currency. If you will be working with the Canadian dollar, then from the Quick Pick menu, select Canadian dollar and enter a value of 1 for the rate. Then set that as your base currency. You will receive a warning that this will reset your budget. Any subsequent currencies will be a conversion currency. So just remember, if you change your base currency, it really should be done before you create your budget. If you really have to change the base currency in the middle of your budget, make sure you enter the rate of 1 when creating the new base currency, then switching that currency to the base currency. Let's add a conversion currency to our budget. There are two ways to do this. You can add a new currency using the Add Currency button, or you can use the Quick Pick drop-down menu to select one of the currencies already in the list. I will use the Quick Pick menu again and select the currency Euro. Euro has now been added to the list of available currencies with the appropriate symbol and abbreviation. The next thing to do is to enter the current conversion rate from the US dollar to the euro. This is easy to do. Find an internet converter. Today, the US dollar is equal to 0.9 euros. I'm going to add a different currency that is a lot different than the dollar, since the euro is so close. I want to add the Chinese Yuan. Now, it is here in the Quick Pick menu, but let's add it manually. Click the Add Currency button. CNY is the abbreviation. Enter the name of the currency in the description field. And I found the symbol for this currency on the internet, which I will paste here. Let's find out the US dollar to Chinese Yuan conversion rate. Today, it is 6.40. Now that we have two international currencies, let's use them in our budget. Let's say the special effects are going to be done in Europe. So we want to pay the visual effects supervisor and all their expenses in euros. But we want the budget to show the conversion in dollars. Go to the detail line item. And we are going to pay this crew member $2,000, but again, we want to know how much that is in euros. To convert this to euros, select the Currency button for this row and select the euro currency. Notice that the subtotal changes and the euro abbreviation appears in the row. To change it back to dollars, select the currency field again for that row, and then select USD, and the subtotal will change. If you print a detailed report, the Visual Effects Supervisor line will show the euro abbreviation for the currency and the converted rate. You can do the same with more than one currency. If it doesn't, go back to the currency screen and select one of the options down here. The first option will print the currency symbol for all lines. The second option will print the currency symbol only for the non-base currency, which in this case is any currency that is not specified as USD. Next, let's say you want to convert your entire budget from one currency to another. Go back to the currency screen, then select the Change All Currency button and select a currency. I will select the Chinese Yuan. That's a wrap. Have a great shoot.